Welcome back, friends. We are here at one of Peterson Cat's locations. This is the compact track loader that I'm looking at buying. It is a lease return. It's a year old. It was built in 2020. It's got 100 hours on it. It was parked at or used at a local rock pit, a rock quarry, I believe. So the known issues with it are they broke out the front windshield. So that is being replaced by the dealership with the new cat window. And then a full detail. It's pretty dirty. It's amazing how the difference between machines that are rented versus machines that are owner operator. Like this, a machine like this with 100 hours to be so beat up, it's a little disheartening. But I think it's just cosmetic. I like the fact that it probably hasn't been attached to any or hooked up any of the attachments used because of where it was at. So, you know, the hydraulic system is probably clean. And to be honest, the amount of damage someone can do in 100 hours is pretty small on these new machines. So we'll still walk around here, but I don't see any issues at all. The tracks are in good condition. These are actually the tracks that I wanted. These versus the blocky tracks. These are a little bit better in snow. Overall good condition. I asked him, how do you clean these windows? Do you have to take the guards off? He didn't know and said he'll find out when they do the detail. So I imagine you have to take those off to clean them up. I'm kind of particular about keeping my equipment clean, so this is painful to me to see this. Got a few scratches there. We'll get some touch-up paint and clean all that up, but it'll look very different when it's done. I'm talking about it like it's mine. I basically told him I'd take it, but we just can't have it for a week until we get the parts. Here's the engine compartment. This is about 70 horsepower. Right there. I've heard that I don't know who makes the diesel. I did hear it was maybe a Kubota, but I'm not really sure. This right here is a cover that flips up, and this is sprung a little bit. I think someone tried to pry it up without doing the latch, so he's gonna replace that for me, and we'll get that fixed. It's got all the LED lights, backup camera. I think it's pretty well loaded up. This is a hydraulic fluid. This is the fuel. Again, nothing major wrong that I can see. This will be perfect for the snowblower. You know, the 72-inch snowblower that we had that didn't work with the Yanmar, it just didn't have the flow. This is going to have the flow. One thing, so this, I wanted the high hydraulic flow option, and this does not have that. So they're going to go ahead and install it. It's a factory upgrade that the dealers can do. It's a $3,000 upgrade to get that high flow, which is really good for the snow blowers and mowers and different things. He's going to split the cost with it. So they're going to install it for $1,500. So I cover half. They eat the other half, and we'll have a high flow machine. LED lights up on top. I'm kind of doing this for myself too, so I can go back and when I'm not being rushed and look at things. We got a skylight here. It just needs cleaned up, just very dirty. There are all the components for the windshield, wiper motor and such. Okay, inside here. Now, I've never ran one of these. I've ran the old school Bobcat back in the day. So if I say something wrong here, this is why. These fold down. This puts the parking brake on, as well as the locks up the hydraulics. So here we have, it's got a quick coupler on the front, so automatically we'll do a bucket change. And this front coupler here is the exact same as the front of the Yanmar. So all those attachments, buckets, forks, everything will transfer. And then I'll change the couplers out to the flat faces so it matches the skid steer. Key, parking brake, windshield wiper, HVAC, heating and air conditioning. This is the coupler lock for the front attachment. This is automatic leveling. So if you put forks on here, when you raise the forks up to the top and down, it maintains a perfect level. So that, and then we've got 2-speed transmission, accessory circuit, it looks like here. This here, I don't know what that is. Lights forward and aft, and then continuous flow for mowers, snow blowers and stuff, so you don't have to hold the control on. throttle here. There's also, this is kind of cool. So this is a decelerator pedal or an accelerator pedal. And how it works is if you run this up to full throttle, when you push this, like the older Cats, it decelerates it. It goes to an idle by pushing this. And I like to work that way, that's handy. But if you don't want that, you can come back one click here, and then it turns into a regular accelerator. Controls are very comfortable, fully adjustable air ride seat, and the seats, you see the controls are on the seat. So as you're moving up and down, you're not, your controls, everything is moving with you. Speaking of seat down here, heated, fully adjustable. Heated seat in the tractor would be very, very nice. Visibility looks good. These windows open here and here. Visibility at the back is not super great, but good enough. This is kind of cool. This button right here, if the engine dies or you run out of fuel, apparently you can't get the door open and get out of here if it's in a raised position. So if there is a failure or hydraulic failure, this is a bypass and will allow it to come down so you can get out. And if that doesn't work, you can pull this green one. It basically pulls the seal out and you can pop out the rear window and you can get egress that way. These guys right here, once you get the window position that you want it, I guess that's to lock that, keep it from rattling. A lot of adjustability in here. I don't know anything about this, but, well, there's your backup camera. That's pretty nice. Lots of vents, tons and tons of vents there. So this is gonna be able to something you could work in a hot or cold environment, be comfortable. But that's basically it. There's our mirror. Now let's talk about cost here. This machine, if I were to order it brand new as it is, comes out to about $58,000, $60,000. With 100 hours on it, and detailed filters replaced, detailed, the metal part replaced, the front windshield replaced, cleaned up, just TLC, 39. That's what we agreed on. So we're gonna go that, plus the high flow, so 41. 39, 40, whatever. I don't do math on camera anymore. 40 grand, we'll have it right there. And I'd be willing to bet in this current market that I could sell this for $5,000 to $10,000 more right today than what I paid for it, because they're so hard to find. I only got this because I have a relationship with the dealer, or with the salesman here, and he had it out and knew about it before anyone else did. It was coming in and I spoke for it. Also, I was looking at a 230, is it 239? Which is basically the twin to this one that has a different lifting mechanism. So this has not the non-radial. So I guess the bucket lifts up straighter. So at maximum height, it doesn't roll back over the cab. So if you need to load trucks or different things, it does give you a little bit of a benefit. Adds about 500 pounds to the machine, but also adds the lifting capacity almost 400 or 500 pounds too. So that would be nice with the front forks, because I've had several loads at home that were too heavy for the Yanmar, but this with the fork should handle it no problem. But overall, this is a nice machine. This will be really ideal for snow blowing. I see putting the blower on it and hopefully using that a lot this year. The forks machine, I guess what's gonna happen, some folks are saying, well, can't you do everything with the Yanmar that you could do with this? Yes and no. You know, it just doesn't, a farm tractor is a little bit old, a little bit harder to deal with, and not as fast. So I think the construction side of it is better. The construction, forks, snow blowers and such, more power, and then leave the farming stuff to the implements to the traditional tractor. But that's it. That's the 249 Caterpillar compact track loader, and Lord willing, should have it on site in a week or so. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if I missed something, if there's something I should consider other than this. No, I will not consider another brand. Takeuchi, what's the other ones? JCB, John Deere. I might even do a video explaining why, because I haven't done that road before. But overall, looks good. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.